Here we go again. Let's just pop this out, and here we go! So, welcome back to Super Metroid. Heck yeah. Alright. So, in our last episode, I made it to Norfair, and looking for a stupid little piece of missile, I managed to die right after getting the speed booster. And that took me back to before Kraid, so I did that again off screen and saved, and now I'm right here, having just gotten the speed booster. So, minimal repeats for people watching. So, now that I have the speed booster, I can get to a couple of different places. You'll probably remember seeing some of those, what do you call it? Like, little gates that go down. And what the speed booster will allow me to do is get past those in certain places. So, sounds good to me. Oh, did you see how far off screen that door was when I shot it? I mean, you don't think much of it, but, you know, if you're watching me play Blaster Master, you'll remember that the instant something gets halfway off screen, it's effectively gone. Alright. So. For goodness sake. Well, you know, a cool thing about Super Metroid as compared to the original Metroid is that different enemies, even in the same area, do different damage per hit. So, the little guys don't do much damage, but if you were watching when that, I forget what those things are called, but when it hit me, it took out 40 health, which is nothing to sneeze at. Alright, so, trick is, speed booster, in here, yeah, made it. Now, it also conveniently shows us that we have to go down this way eventually, but we're going to need something else, power bombs, to do it. So, we can do a couple of things to get ourselves some power bombs. Hopefully don't die again. Like these guys. They're kind of scary looking. Like some kind of thing out of Alien or something. Not friendly. Not at all. Alright. So here's the trick. As we were going up, we saw those fire guys coming out of there. So what that means is that there's something here. And the thing that's here is going to prove extremely useful. The ice beam. Compared to the original Metroid, where the ice beam was half as strong as your regular beam, namely that you had to shoot an enemy twice every time you wanted to do one hit's worth of damage. The ice beam doesn't do a lot less damage, and it tends to only freeze on the last hit of an enemy. So, it's kind of nice. And they made exceptions for enemies that are mostly invulnerable. They take only one hit. And we'll see it in a minute, but they also made exceptions, well, not for him, but we'll get there, hold on. Alright. Oh, I can't go down here, can I? Oh no, I can, I totally can. Alright. Just for the sake of showing this off. Oh no, I guess those guys do get frozen. Okay. I thought they didn't. Oh well. Well, while we're circling back again, I will say something interesting. I uploaded my first Super Metroid video to YouTube, and yeah, so I usually upload these things as private videos so that I can chop out the beginning where I'm not doing anything or whatever, and then publish, you know, what's left over. And I have never actually had a video have a copyright claim on it before. But yeah, Nintendo copyright claimed my Super Metroid video. So, if you're watching this on YouTube and you saw an ad, you're probably paying Nintendo. But that's cool, because they, you know, made Super Metroid. So, you know, I'm not going to complain too much. My videos aren't monetized anyway, but whatever. Okay, so let's see. Anything else down here that I can get? I think there's one more missile that I can get pretty easily. I think. We'll see. Give me just a second here. Oh, nope, can't. Well, okay. So there's a trick by which if you run at this thing and shoot a super missile, you see that the thing is green, just like the green doors. If I were to run at this and jump at it and shoot a super missile at just the right time, you're supposed you can sometimes make it open up. That's one of those sequence breaking glitches that is more difficult and seems to be more based on you being able to save and load state repeatedly, and I'm not going to subject you guys to that. Plus, I've never practiced that before, so I think I probably wouldn't be able to get it to work. Plus, that's in a rather narrow area, so I kind of think it might not work there anyway. So, back up to Norfair, or Brinstar. Now we're technically in Meridia. Look at the water texture. Isn't that nice? I mean, little things that add to the atmosphere of the game. They really had a lot of attention to detail. And now we have the ice beam. So those claw grip things are a lot less scary. Especially with the Spazer. The Spazer helps our shots not get blocked by blocks, which is nice. And those guys aren't particularly interesting. Just jump over here. And, of course, there's actually an energy charge here. I may as well use it. Now, the thing I don't remember is will it charge my reserve tank? And it does not. We're gonna have to do that ourselves. Fortunately, it's not too hard to do. And we're just gonna kind of leisurely hop through here. And we can get back up now that we have the high jump boots and the ice beam. We can get back up pretty easily. Got these guys to deal with. And, oh, there we go. We finally got some energy in our reserve tank. You'll notice that that auto turned yellow. So, one of the cool things about the reserve tank is that you can change its mode. You can have it be, there it goes, A button. You can go to manual mode where you have to physically tell the reserve tank to go. Or you can set it to auto so that if you're almost dead, it fills you up. I kind of like manual mode. I don't know why, so I'm just going to set it there. Kind of makes me need to be a little bit more, pay more attention. Unlike the last episode where I finished off by dying looking for a stupid missile. It turns out that that missile is right above the door to the speed booster. And I don't need to jump into spikes or anything. Well, these guys are fun. Thankfully, they don't do too much damage. But yeah, this area is a little bit dense with spikes and monsters and monster generation things and all sorts of stuff. Now, is one of these well, not that one. Somewhere, I guess it's not there. One of those things you can get through. So the door closes behind us. Yellow door. Gonna need power bombs. The suspicious blocks below us. Get us further down. And then, a shot of the floor below us that doesn't look so suspicious gets us further down. Then a simple super missile, and we are in. Now, where does this lead? Well, take your time. Power bomb. Power bombs are fun. So fun, in fact, that a good chunk of the plot of Metroid Fusion is about you not being able to use power bombs because they're just too freaking awesome. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Full screen. And it's not really a spoiler for Metroid Fusion. They mention it like right at the beginning of the game. it's like, ooh, I can't wait to get out. I mean, it's Metroid 4. I mean, come on, it's gonna have similar elements, right? But like, yeah, it's not like one of the you know, remakes or prequels or whatever. Like, Metroid Prime is interesting that way, right? It takes place after 1 but before 2. So yeah. So we got that guy. Save point, probably don't need it. Go up here real quick. So those guys are kind of dangerous. That's alright. We can kill them. It just takes a little bit of gumption. Something. I don't know. Anyway. Let's see here. You'll notice that there's one of the flower things that doesn't have a claw grip in it. And boom! More power bombs. That's a nice little bonus because power bombs are a really good way to very quickly determine whether there's any secret stuff in a room or in a screen, right? Alright, so there we go. And, well, we could, so what would happen if we had headed back down? Well, we would basically have to continue. Okay, so where I'm centered right here, the pink area, is where we came through, but I think there was a one-way door, one of those gates, and we're gonna have trouble getting through that. Now, I could go over to there. I think that's just a missile recharge. And since we've already passed it, I'm gonna head up first. So now that we have power bombs and the speed booster, we can do a few interesting things. Yeah, they trap you in this area until you find the power bombs, so good luck, right? Those guys have a surprisingly large amount of vitality. I'll just shoot through here, and I'll just show this off real quick. Show off is probably a strong word. Here we go. We got some, yeah. We're gonna need an item to get over there. Sort of. Oh boy. Can I get the missiles? I don't know that I want to spend time trying to get those missiles. I think it's possible, but it's not, Oh, I know how it's possible. Yeah, there's a trick to it. I'm not gonna bother with it. It's a waste of your time and mine. You'll notice that we can't see the broken floor anymore. It doesn't scroll down. Nice little scroll trick right there. Run here. I don't know what that tube is there for. It's just there. But this takes us back to here, which is kind of nice. Now, we found missile recharges. They don't recharge super missiles or power bombs, but Samus's ship is a little nicer than that. Slide in, have some coffee. Heck yeah. Save up. So, there are a couple of things that we can do with the speed booster that, well, you can't do. We would hypothetically learn about them in a few minutes, but to avoid having to backtrack over and over again, I think I'm just gonna do them. So, it's been so long since I've done them, I don't even know if I'm gonna do them right. Let's try it out. There's that. So you can do that, and I didn't aim it right, so yeah. You can actually aim it in different directions. That's what I'm gonna try to do now. You'll notice that it consumes energy, which means, well, don't do it too much. And this might not be far enough over. No, it is. All right, I made it. All right, in we go. And you notice this area isn't even on the map. liquid that's going up and down is the hotter lava. It drains your health much faster than the other lava, and yeah, I think the control in it is a little bit different too. And you're gonna see me do this over and over again, but I've come to an end of something, and is it a dead end? Looks like this one is. So off we go. Try not to get hit by these spikes. And out. Alright. We're gonna get an item later on that makes us not have to use power bombs for that kind of stuff, but it is later. And we'll just fill up our energy, which we used up over half of flying around like that. And then there's one other place to go. And hopefully, if I set it up right, we won't have to do it twice. That's open question. It is harder to not have to do it twice, but we'll see. Okay. I think it's here, right? Oh, it just let me. Dang it! Come on. Yeah, there it is. Now, one of the things that does not yet exist in this game is mantling, so you have to kind of be careful about that. But yeah. So here's another little secret area. Now, there's not too much good stuff in here, so... But more than zero. More of the really bad lava. We're gonna try to take our time and avoid that as much as possible. Because... well, we have enough power bombs that it shouldn't be a concern. Oh boy, that was interesting. Let's just do that real quick. So, super missiles are nice when you have an enemy that seems to be invulnerable to everything that you know of. Come on. Alright. Yeah, one more for good measure. Alright, doesn't look like we're missing anything obvious. Now, I'm gonna go in here. That is there for a reason. Namely, if you take a lot of damage from that lava, a full energy tank gives you full life, which is nice. But, as usual, dead end, power bomb, secret path. So, good for us. We found something. And you'll notice that the power bomb actually does knock out slightly more area than a single screen, which is nice. And this gets a little bit more difficult. Boiling hot, whatever this is. Alright, come on. Grab that and go. Okay, this is the part that is tricky. Oh, come on. I'm gonna try a trick here. See if that works. So this is the trick of the charge beam. You toss the charge beam. You charge the charge beam up, and then you knock yourself down into that mode. Okay, so the trick with this is to jump into the middle of... and I screwed it up. So the trick is, if I had done it right, is to jump into the middle so that you knock down, so that you hit both of those, like, blocks, basically. Can't really get back up there. So, you know, if I wanted that missile, I'm gonna have to go through again, which I'm not gonna do, at least not right now. Maybe if I have to come this way again, but for now, we will ignore. Then we have these guys, which are super easy if you have an ice beam. And you can refreeze them before they unfreeze, which is a nice addition. And then we've got this. Now the question is, I think I'm gonna go back up because there's some stuff that I can get over there. additional power-ups. So Speed Booster does kill enemies if you run into them pretty effectively, which I'm all about. Alright, let's go down here. So we're gonna find some interesting stuff. Hopefully. Hopefully it'll be interesting. Maybe it won't be interesting. But it will be stuff. We're gonna find some stuff. Those poor space pirates had no idea what hit them. So here's a nice little tricky spot. So here's a trick for this one. Come on. Alright. And across. And up. Boom. And super missiles. Everyone loves super missiles. They're the superest of missiles. Oh, that was bad. I'm sorry. I apologize. Oh, right. This is why I wasn't supposed to go this way. Alright. We're just gonna, use that. I forgot about that. Okay, here we go. This is gonna hurt everybody. Not so bad. Let's stick to about 60 health. Oh no. Alright. I almost feel sorry for the space pirates, but I don't. I don't even need power bombs for this. So, this is kind of cool. Mother Brain had a stash. And we're gonna take it. Missiles. You don't really need missiles by the time you take out Mother Brain and Metroid, so, you know. You can get back out of there. You'll notice that certain blocks restore themselves and certain do not after you bomb them. It's kind of nice attention to detail. Because it's hard to bomb stuff if you're like going down somewhere and the blocks come back and you can't shoot them. You have to bomb them on the way back up. You see, in the original Metroid, you couldn't shoot down and you couldn't bomb up. So, you know, they just made all the blocks do the same thing. If you can shoot it, you're obviously below it. If you can bomb it, you're obviously above it. Which is great, you know, sort of. It's not in this room. It is in the next room. Pretty sure there's nothing in here. I'm not even gonna bother super bombing that and power bombing that. Oh, and that's another fun thing. It's super missiles, but power bombs. Now, this energy tank is here in the original Metroid, so I guess canonically Samus didn't grab it the first time through. Is that what that means? And let's see. I think that you can power bomb this. No, you can't power. I thought that you could. Really? I thought there was a trick here. No, maybe not. But what you will notice is that this and I can go up here, and I can even break through that if I'm quick about it. But what I'll say for now is that the area beyond there is just you need the gravity suit to do anything. I guess minor spoiler. Bleh. Minor spoilers. It's Super Metroid. If you haven't played Super Metroid, then you need to play Super Metroid. This gets us over here. Get us some more power bombs, which is convenient because we were out. And this gets us to a spot in. So we're just gonna go here, and then we're just gonna duck down and shoot this guy until he dies. Those things, the little ones even, were pretty mean in Metroid, in the original Metroid. These guys aren't so bad. Alright, so that gets me through here, which coincidentally is a power bomb door that we couldn't open earlier. But this gets us on the other side of that one-way gate, which we are going to take full advantage of. So, let's see. other things. So you'll remember that there was that power bomb block down there where the charge beam was that I couldn't get to before. And I can go down there, but I'm pretty sure that I need something else to get what's in there anyway, so we'll just ignore that for now. And these guys. All of you done. Alright, here we go. Is there a way through there? I think there might not be a way. Yeah, it doesn't. Okay, fine. I guess we can't get over there yet. Not a big deal. Oh. So, yeah. Let's change the timing a little bit there. But now we can get over here. I'm not sure if I can access this yet. We shall see. Oh, there's a metal door, so we'll at least have to kill all the enemies. Oh, suspicious block. Right. Trickier then. Yes. You'll notice that we are using up power bombs about as quickly as we get them. Which is fine. We'll use one here. And down here. And over here. And you'll remember this from that little room where there was a missile that I went through earlier. Pretty sure. Yeah, ignore. Okay, and this gets us out here, which brings us back over here. Okay, so far so good. There's a couple more things we can get in Brinstar before we head back to Norfair to fight the next bosses. Pretty sure it's bosses. At least one. Whatever, man. I don't think there's anything over here. So forget it. I'll just ignore it for now. But you'll notice we're starting to become pretty formidable. We have 5 energy tanks, 1 reserve tank, and... Oh. Okay, so... This is where you're supposed to learn that Super Metroid move, or the dash move. You freak out Bird here, which has a name, I forget what the name is, but the bird freaks out and ducks down and jumps up and hits its poor head and comes back down and repeats the cycle over and over again. The bird has a name, I forget what the name is. And down here, they put an energy charger, you know, so that you can make your way out. When I was first going into this room just a second ago, I thought it was a save point to just be like, haha, you're stuck forever. You know, if you can't figure it out. Which is not entirely unreasonable. So, other interesting things. When I headbutted the ceiling, you may have noticed that my, like the silhouettes came off to the sides. Those will actually hurt enemies, which is not frequently useful, but every once in a while, it'll be nice. Alright, so a couple more things to get over here. Let's see, I think that we can get through here now. Yup. Got a red door, which they're becoming rarer and rarer these days. Yeah, second reserve tank, liking that. And then a, well, I usually bomb those, but this one just was just a tube, so I guess it's a tube. And then, it's even better, right? You get the missile and you're like, alright, great. But then there's like half the screen that's full of blocks, and you're like, why? Well, ha ha ha. More missiles. Talk about... I mean, seriously, how many of those do I need? A lot. The answer is a lot. Alright. I can't get back through there. Nothing really to do there. Suspicious block here, maybe? No. Right. Up here. So, now we've got this little area. Nothing too scary in here. And then we have that. I'm not sure if the block in front of it is a trap, so jump to it. Alright, super missiles. Some more of those is nice. I won't complain. Alright, what have we got? Yeah, nothing particularly interesting. Except, we can go down here now. Yup! Power bombs. Metal door. Can't get anything through there. I don't think there's any... Oh, wait. What? Oh. Right. Okay, fine. Whatever you say. Well, I'm not gonna waste power bombs on these guys. There we go. They sometimes drop power bombs, which, again, not complaining. Doesn't look like there's anything in there. Okay, so this is... You'll probably recognize this from the original Metroid if you played it. It's a trap. But, if you know that it's a trap, then you can avoid falling into it. Right? Right? Please turn. Okay, good. I thought I was going to fall into it. Yeah. So, some additional super missiles. We're starting to get pretty well armed. I mean, super missile is worth at least 5 missiles apiece. And that can be extremely nice when you're fighting a boss. Alright, let's go down anyway. So, one-way floor, we can't get back up. This is the one that traps you. It's like, oh, a save point. I'll just use the save point. Why, the game never actually traps you, right? It's designed not to trap you. And you go through here and you're like, alright, so I go through here, this isn't too bad. So these guys, they're not fun, but whatever, they're not too bad. And there's that, and there's that. Oh, come on. Come on! Oh my god. There we go. I'll drop some power bombs for no really compelling reason. And then, you go in here. I think this is where it is. Yep. You get these little guys. Now, when I was a kid, I got stuck here. But, as I've shown you already, getting through here is not too difficult. If you can just get up one, then you can make it there, and that lets you out. But, if you throw a little bit more energy into it... Oh, shoot, missed it. So you can get up there and... Come on. Yeah, the jumping mechanics are so loose that you can actually just jump off the same wall over and over again. There's, what's it called? There is a Castlevania game, Circle of the Moon, for Game Boy Advance. It has a similar wall jump, but they fixed the mechanic so that you can't jump off the same wall over and over again. Alright. So, is there anything in here? Probably there is. No? Maybe not. Come on. No? Nothing? Okay, fine, whatever. But this gets us back out to that metal door, which closes again, but no big deal. We've got everything down here. We'll just do that. Alright. So we have... Let's just take a quick look at the map here. We've done a pretty good job of going through this area. We've explored most of the places we can get to. Next step is to head into the depths of Norfair. And it's gonna get hot. So we'll get down there. Oh, this is kind of cool. So there's those blocks that are coming up. Well, if you can actually kill enough of those things that you can get speed boost up to it, the speed boost is effectively a bomb. Very nice. not at all a problem. Alright. So we're getting there. I'll have to come back later for that. I'm 99% sure you need a special item after that to get through the place where that power thing leads to, so we're just gonna keep going. And just keep running. These enemies don't do enough damage to worry. I think I already got this, right? Indeed. Alright, we got this. Here we go! Alright, so, let's see. Now we're back here. I don't think there's really anything to worry about over here. We're gonna I'm just gonna check. I'm pretty sure this is just a... I'm like 95% sure that this is just a missile charge, but I'm gonna check it out just in case. Ah, more fireflies. But we can freeze them. And that magically works. Don't ask questions. Dang it, down. Oh, and that. So... I'm not supposed to be able to do this, but it is possible. Oh, come on. How do you do this? I've done this before. That's how you do it. Oop. And run. And run, and run, and run. And run, and run, and take damage, and run, and run. And then there's this. Which, yeah, they'll try to... Oh, right. I'm gonna die. I'm likely going to die. Oh god, what was the last time I saved? Do I have any reserve tanks? Not enough. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. And I'm done. Oh, crap. Is this gonna be a... This is probably going to be a tradition. Well, that's the second episode where it ends on me dying ignominiously and having to replay a good chunk of the game. Or does it? Oh, it's not so bad. I saved right here. Well, let's see, I've been running, what, about 40 minutes? Yeah, we'll go a little further. I will... I've done that before. It's not impossible. It's not the easiest thing in the world, but... Come on. Let's just... Yes, I am going to try it again, because I'm a glutton for punishment. I mean, it's just... You just sit there and you see the things for the item that you're supposed to use to get over there, and you're like, yeah, but I can do it. Or can I? Clearly I cannot. Oh, this is kind of cool. Okay, so this is something I will show off, which is worth seeing. Okay, so this area has a low ceiling with spikes. I'm gonna turn off my high jump boots. It gives me a little bit more control. It changes the jump a little bit, but helps me to avoid. Come on. There he goes. And I'll turn the jump boots back on. Now you can turn off most of your power-ups if you need to, which is nice. Very nice. Not even gonna bother waiting for them. Oh, shoot. It is just right that you can, it feels like you can almost make it. And I screwed that up again. We're gonna get it though. We're gonna get it. There we go. And I'm pretty sure that was it, right? Gosh, I don't even remember. I gotta admit, I kind of autopilot in this game a little bit, because I've played it so many times. Is this available on, like, the Nintendo something or other store? I don't have any of their new systems, so I can't... I don't know. But if it is, and it's worth, like... It's worth it, trust me. I mean, seriously, if you're watching this because you want to vicariously play through Super Metroid, just play the game. It's way better. Alright, here we go. Through that, and up, and over, and there we go. Down here. Over here. Just waste of time. Oh well. Oh, okay, so that's something to mention. You'll notice that the enemies only drop things that I need. That is a neat little trick that helps to keep clutter off the screen. Enemies will only drop power-ups that are of use to you. But, as far as I understand, it doesn't change... What you need doesn't change what they can drop. So, you know, certain enemies will never drop power bombs. That's just how it is. Nothing you can do, right? Well, even if the only thing you need is power bombs, you still won't get power bombs from them. But, you know, oh well. You're just gonna have to find some enemies that drop power bombs. It's not like there's a shortage of them. Alright, here we go, here we go. I'm gonna do it this time. Seriously. Yeah, totally. No screwing around. Or something. I don't know. Honestly. And do that. And take a little damage. There we are. We'll just keep going. Try not to take too much damage here. But if you have the ice beam, you just hop up here, and then hop up here. And what do we get? Oh god, I don't even remember. Go up here, hit this with a bomb. I'm just gonna power bomb just for the heck of it. And that was a waste of a power bomb. Oh well, it's alright. We're gonna get this. Alright, here we go. It is... Oh, right. Yes. So that was a little bit of a sequence break. I forgot about that. But yes, this is the wonderful, beautiful X-ray scope, which is... I was talking about earlier, thinking that I wouldn't get it until much later in the game, but I got it. So... there it is. But what it does basically is it basically is a truth scope. It pauses the game and allows you to sweep a thing over the screen that eliminates all false blocks and everything. It's a very nice ability. Now, the question is, can I make it back across without dying? And the answer is probably. And over, and up and over. Alright, we're safe-ish. And it only took 4.5 energy tanks. Yeah, so I'll show that off. The room is getting darker. Block's getting harder to see. If I shoot another one, I won't know where to go. At least the spikes stay illuminated. Yikes. Alright, we got this. And, well, it's actually not so bad that I used up all that energy getting the X-ray scope, because here's an energy charger. Wonderful. Just beautiful. Okay, so hopefully I have broken forever. Oops, dang it. Hopefully I have broken forever the tradition of dying right before I finish recording this game. Now if I die, I'm just going to subject you guys to the to a repeat. Hopefully not that much time. In this case, it was like 3 minutes. Not so bad. And I had a couple things to say, so, you know. Not a complete waste. Just saying. I jumped right into his claws. Beautiful. Here again. Alright. Keep going. We still got business in Norfair. And I think we have enough missiles and bombs to do it. So, you may recall that there was that area with the, near the ice beam where there were some floors that I needed power bombs to get through. That is where we are headed. But, before we do that, we're gonna head over here real quick. And in here. And grab some map data, which will help. Norfair is large. And, yeah, okay, so down at the bottom, say at the bottom right of the screen, you'll notice that little icon. I think that's supposed to be a skull. It's like 10 pixels, I can't really tell. But it is a boss. A big boss. They don't put the skulls on the screen for the little mini bosses. You know, like Spore Spawn. Spore Spawn's not worth an icon on the map to warn you. Well, neither is the guy that we're going to be up against next. Probably in the next episode. Because we're getting up at 45 minutes. Man, I don't want to waste too much of your guys' time. Come on. Take him out. They drop power bombs. Alright. A little further to go. Oh, that's fun. Right. Yes, down we go. It's funny, the block can take the weight of the creature, and it can take the weight of me standing on the iced up creature. But it can't take my weight itself. Whatever. That's supposed to be basically a one-way path. It's not. You can make it if you're very quick of reflex. Frankly. Oh, and this is supposed to be solved this way. Sorry, guys. They didn't even stand a chance. And isn't it nice of them to make those 2 blocks go away with speed booster? Alright. This is the save point. I am going to call it here. And I will see you all next time.